going on, Dan? Think I'd rather hear you ramble at this point.
Complete breakdown. Where do I stand? There isn't really a platform to stand anymore amongst these mushy ideas. You want to hear my impersonation of Flat Earth?
Sure.
Beep, 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 beep. And the other guy goes beep, 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 beep. And the third guy butts in going beep, beep, beep as they all backen up the truck. And it's really embarrassing that there's nothing to stand on or with for someone like myself.
What are you fucking talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you? Whatever, brother. Yo, seriously though, this is the problem. This is why no gurus in this shit. If some fucking YouTuber is gonna say, well, looks like the Earth is a ball, and everyone's just gonna go along with it, come on. What are you invested in that? You're a grown man.
Dude, yeah.
All
right, Issa, get real. Get real, dude. The northern projection, known as the AE, only works in the north. Get real, dude.
Okay, so how about this? You know what I love? I love Shane St. Pierre's argument against this bullshit.
Good, go get fanciful. That's my whole
point.
Check it out. Yeah, that's why you don't get why I'm upset and trying to be quiet, because I can only argue with both conspiratards and religiotards. And then we get people who, like you, who I care about a great deal, but you're a combo, dude. You're a combo.
Hold on, man. You're crying about a fucking YouTuber going back to the ball.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you that I've been ostracized by those cunts for a long time. Jeran helped protect them from me with fucking basic math. Fucking Nathan Thompson's going out on tour right now with the same bad math. It all came from Eric. They won't listen to anyone that tells them to fucking correct themselves. That's why we're known as being stupid. And we are stupid. And Jeran's mentioning it, and you're freaking out?
Hold on,
it's real, dude. It's real. We're stupid.
Hold on, bro. I like how Shane. I heard Shane put it well the other day.
Dude, Shane is completely dismissive. Won't respond to you or anyone else. He's a completely dismissive, underhanded backstabber.
Hold on. I'm not that involved, and I like Shane.
Okay,
so
well, I am.
Well, hold on.
I'm not allowed to talk to those people. They've got me completely blocked, just like the fucking Globebusters did before with Bob, and the same thing. I'm completely blocked from the fucking world that you're going to say either you care of or you don't. But I watched him, Mark Sargent, pretending nothing's wrong. I've completely written him. I said,
who the fuck gives a shit about Mark Sargent?
Hold on. I'm trying to get in.
One. So what do you give a shit about?
Hold on, Issa. I'm trying to get in next. Dan, you done?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not in any of the we's you just used.
Dude, don't do this again. Can I ever talk to you about anything but that fucking backing up the truck shit that you're trying to do?
Let's take it easy.
The second thing is, aren't you glad that you distance yourself from those guys? Because look at now.
No, I'm even more guilty, because they were telling me you and your truth aren't welcomed in Flat Earth for 5 years, and I didn't really pay attention.
Hey, yo,
no, I'm very guilty.
You want to get crazy on the conspiracy? You want to get crazy on the conspiracy side, Dan? Look, dude, I even think of it like, and I'd love to actually, some of these people. It's like, because, IPS showed up when we were making a fucking stink. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jeran and them boys with the Flat Earth marketing teams sent a bunch of people in to disrupt the real Flat Earth movement that was happening. So I was front line on it, and I seen it, and that's some backstory shit I'm not going to get into, but I have my opinions. So the fuck do I care about what anyone, especially someone who was fucking potentially disrupting and choosing to fight when we could have come together when it mattered? Like, dude, what are you worried about? These are like, you're a grown man. These fucking people, and I don't know these people, and I got nothing really bad to say about it, but I got my inclinations and my feelings, and I could go down conspiracy street.
Here's what I'm worried
about.
Interesting,
but hold on, Dan.
Dude, I'm sorry, I thought you had a question.
No, well, my question is, why are you so concerned what these guys are thinking, brother?
It's not about them. Let's just take, for instance, if I said, who is the most famous flat earther? It is Mad Mike, who was never a flat earther. This is about media. This is about confusion. And
that's what I just said, bro.
Huh?
That's what I was just saying, man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you surprised about?
What am I surprised about?
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay, Mark sitting with Weiss still. Okay, everyone's ability to not understand what Weiss has done. Weiss is not only a thief and a liar, he continues to make us absolutely embarrassing everywhere he goes. Plus, he's trying to swivel this whole thing into monies now. Not that that was his original intent. Everyone in Flat Earth, including yourself, we've been very kind, very polite, and overly protective of ourselves when we really should have challenged ourselves a great deal more to bring truth forward. Instead, we've just been a fucking bubble of self-censorship. And the real problem goes back to Robbie and when there was first conferences and are we religious or not? Mark left a conference because of that. No, but he don't talk about it. Mark don't talk about shit. Weiss fucking lies about everything. Jeran got stuck next to Bob, who's got an incredible ego. FE Core was closed for 4 fucking years. We were supposed to read into it when Jeran left in 2018. We were supposed to read into it because he didn't have the guts to say, yeah, that's all bullshit. But we held on with all our good intention, all the
real quick.
stuff.
Let me get in there with just this point before I forget it. It's just the idea of what I really dug from what Shane had said last night, and you should consider this. Hold on, it's like you're literally choosing which anomaly you're going to accept, because as far as maps goes, because there are distortions on every projection. Therefore, if you're going to say just because the 24-hour sun, yada yada, you're just because of that anomaly in flat Earth is that more acceptable than other anomalies on the globe? So each party, globe or flat, has anomalies that they have to deal with. And to just jump right back on the globe because of an anomaly on the flat Earth model, right? I mean, that's fine. I don't give a shit. And I have no problem with Jeran, and I think you know what I mean? Whatever. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter. We're all grown men out here. And like I've said for ages, flat Earth is not the fucking hill to die on, dude. It's a fine wine for intellectuals.
I am in
And
the we East to just use when he says we're all grown men out here. I am in that we. You can
well,
put
that's
me in
what I mean.
that.
It's like, I don't care what's, because you sound like you're close to tears over there, Dan. And I fucking love you. But it's kind of like, come on, brother. You're tougher than that. And like, and it
Oh,
doesn't.
shut the fuck up, dude! Get real. The fucking ice
It's
wall doesn't
over. Our
exist. The
relationship is
ice wall
over.
doesn't exist, dude. The Captain Cook story doesn't jive with the actual map.
So
He
are you
didn't
sad? Hold on, let me
spend
get this right.
3
So let me get this
years
right,
and
Dan.
70,000 miles
So you're a
going
Glober
around
now?
the circumference of the Earth.
All right, so
We've
you're
been
a
lied
reluctant
to. We
Dan.
have been lied to.
So you're a reluctant Glober. Is that what's going on?
No,
Then
I'm
what are you
the
saying right now?
most flat earther of any flat
Don't
earther
gaslight
you
him,
can
Esau.
compare to.
He just told you. He said the ice ring doesn't exist. He's not
I
that
You
will
said you're the
dedicated
most
Glober.
flat.
I will always be a flat earther. I will never change because I can't take away 10 years of my life.
always be a
I
flat
can't
earther.
just go, oh, I'm not this. I may be a recovering flat earther. Everyone, you're welcome to come and Flat Earth
And
Anonymous
I
and let's deal with the fucking
will
problems that we
always.
really have with divorce. We really have with our families. And we've delved into this and ignored our lives. And it's hurt a lot of people. And you better fucking wake up because
I'm
these are
not in
still
that
our
we.
friends. And
Dan.
what's happening now, let me just finish. What's
Yeah.
happening now is instead of moving the goalpost, you've pulled them up and we're hitting each other with them. That's how bad it is. The fact that we didn't have anything together to counter this is being proven over and over again. And the people that aren't outward fighting each other are really in a deadly situation of near suicide and tragedy. So the way Jaren's handling it is actually pretty cool because he's going to survive. But there's other people that haven't, and they've destroyed their lives because they got stuck in a belief system based on Eric Dubay and us parroting Eric for 8 years. Fucking get a grip. Let's get honest here. Let's take the truth forward, not the bullshit. And I'm sorry, Shane is very flexible and will move wherever he wants because it's a game for him. He doesn't consider us friends. This is a game for him.
I'm not in any of the us's you just used either. I just want to note that.
Can you learn to say something else, Jeremy? Because I've heard that from you, and that's all I ever hear from you.
Yeah, I don't want to be in that
And you know what
circle either,
Chio
bro.
has to say?
I'm over here.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds like a lot of drama. God, beep, beep. We're not flat earthers. Beep, beep, beep. You guys are so comical to listen to today, so mushy that I just thank God somebody asked me to speak because I'm embarrassed to speak anywhere. Listening to you fucking people is fucking scary.
Dan,
It
Dan,
was mostly
You're
Issa. It was mostly Issa rambling just now, so I don't know how long
Well,
you
I
were
gotta
listening.
say,
So
this
I
is a
mean,
lot
yeah,
better
I
than Issa rambling, bro. I'd rather deal with this.
maybe Dan's figured something out that you guys haven't with this ice
Dude,
wall.
I agree with Issa more than I agree with most people. His respect for the system and knowing that we need to use the system. You know, we're not going to get enough people together to change laws, but if we start suing people, at least we can set precedents. And this media thing is out of control. What they're allowed to sell to people around us is ridiculous. When you leave Flat Earth, or like Jeran's talking about taking a week off, and Riggs was talking to me on the phone. It's fucking scary when you go outside what people are talking about. You literally got to watch the news to find out what they're thinking about. And they're fucking obsessed with whatever the fuck the news tells them. It's domestic when they want it to be domestic, it's foreign when they want it to be foreign. And they just drag people around by this little Republicrat system so they can. Oh, listen how perfect it is. People think they have a choice, they think they're participating. Everything's perfect for the government. And I
you talked to
swear,
Riggs on the phone. You got his phone
yeah,
number.
because I've fought really hard to maintain a friendship with someone who I don't agree with most of the
You
time.
call him Riggsy Poo.
Who's the man
You
in
call
that
him Riggsy Poo.
relationship, though?
Just trying to say, men are allowed to have disagreeing relationships. And this whole I'm blocking you, banned for life, Weiss, Karen, Bob, banned for life is the way. And I'm completely banned from the new Globebusters, completely banned from fucking Mark Sargent and that
Who
show,
gives
who
a
no
fuck,
longer
bro? Why
takes
do you
in
follow
call.
any of these people?
Oh, it's not
Why are you
about
trying to like be a
following.
part of a
See,
group?
we were talking about media. We were talking about public perception. We were talking about justice. See, you got to stay on track of how foreign it is out in the fucking normie world because they're fed garbage all day. And we're going there and going, you smell. And they go, what do you mean I smell? And I go, you smell
But
of the garbage they've been feeding you.
Dan, here's the thing: all the we's and us's you use that I don't agree
Dude,
with,
say
you're still not.
something else, Jeremy. Fuck, I'm
You're
muted.
still not
You
banned.
always say that to me. You never say shit. I begged you to look at a few things, and in months you have fucking never looked at
I almost
anything.
finished.
Fuck off, Jeremy.
I'm just saying, after all that, you're still not banned here. Like we're all here together.
Right, so I know never to come when Witsit's around. That keeps me clean. And then I know never to get involved in any conversation. So that keeps me clean. So I barely come around just to prove to you that I still exist. That's right.
Well, you can come when Witsit's here. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, really? Really? Really?
Why
Dan,
not?
Keep pretending. Keep pretending, fucker. Just keep pretending.
Dan, can I try to
Dan,
empower you with these words? Is you don't need anyone, man. You're smart enough, capable enough to do this on your own. You don't need anyone's support. You don't need anyone's opinion. Don't get hung up on another man, another man's opinion. You don't need them. You have the discernment yourself. You. Thank you. You don't
I
need a
mean,
group. Sorry, Jeremy, go ahead.
yeah. After all the drama and shit, people banned you. You still got us, Dan. And
Are you
let me tell you
sure?
something. We are the
Are
champions.
you sure?
You're here right now with us.
Well, because suddenly you're saying
We are here together. It's us.
Yeah, but suddenly you're saying we. If I say we, you correct me every fucking time. You cut me off on that we shit every fucking time I talk about
Yeah,
what
because my
we
we's
might.
and my us's make sense though. I'm not in yours,
Oh,
but
I
when
get
I
it.
say it,
I get it. Okay,
We
so here's
are
the reality. Here's the reality.
We are the future.
Whatever you're gonna call me or not, when I go to gyms, I'm expected to be aligned with whatever consensus overall, including you, including Mark, including Dubay, including Weiss, including Awake Souls and other goofballs, that average consensus, like for instance the AE, I'm expected to, sadly enough, they include me as we when I'm somewhere else. I get included into you when I go elsewhere.
You got to correct them. You got to say, "Yo, I'm not in that week." Tell them to call. Tell them to send me a DM or
But you
something.
just
I'll
got
let
through
them know
telling
that
me
shit.
how I am and how welcome I am. Make up your mind. See, this is the
In the
mush
in the
that Earth
VIP.
Awakenings. This is Earth Awakenings has become just mush, mush.
Hey, Jeremy, can you unban Brenda and let her back in? I can't seem to do it or find her. I don't know what the fuck to do. If you don't mind doing that for me.
I didn't do it. I don't know. Whoever did it is on them.
I know. All right. I'll
I'm
see.
not unmuting, unbanning anyone, bro. Anyone. If you're fucking banned, if you got banned for some reason or muted, I'm out. Staying. I'm not doing anything.
When are you guys gonna get like?
They won't, bro. There's few wolves, and everyone else has to go with the herd. They won't.
It's so sad right now. I mean, it's just like I said, the ones that aren't beating on each other, which is constant everywhere I go, um, they're really hurt if they're not lashing out. I know two people who are freaking because they cost them their marriage. This argument, and it shouldn't have, and they're realizing it. And there must be dozens because we've seen them in the films going back to Behind the Curve, people saying that. So the estrangement that people self-inflicted to protect their thought process is dangerous thinking. We've been
I mean, if people's
dangerous.
marriages got ruined over this, that's crazy. My wife just runs around the house mocking me. Gravity, Coriolis, reference frames. She told me she was going to put me in a frame of reference today. We're fine. Like, you
Well,
just
you
had a
might.
shaky marriage if this shit broke up your marriage.
It didn't. Well, I can't speak. I'm not married. I can't speak. I'm just telling you what's really going on. We hear the people fighting each other, but there's some people fighting themselves right now. And this is the shit that Jeran's talking about, having to deal and having to really cope. And I just wish that there was a truth movement still. But instead, there's just this big speculative faith God thing that we're accepting. I can't, I'm not, I'm just, there's nothing scientific
What
about
does
it.
that even mean?
Well, see, it's become the proofs versus the faiths. And the faiths have won because there isn't enough proofs for people to still have ammunition with proof. We're
There's all
down to
kinds of
waters
proof,
flat.
Dan.
We're down to waters flat. That's all
There's
we
all
got.
kinds. There's all kinds of proof, Dan.
Dude,
All
do I
kinds.
need to talk to you? Do I really need to talk to you?
Well, you don't have to.
I
But
know. So do me a favor, let me talk to the little flat earthers because I need to talk to them. And I don't need to argue with you. I really don't.
well,
Please,
you don't want to
please just
because
listen.
there's no
Please,
substance to anything you're saying.
He needs to talk to the flat
please,
earthers, please.
please. I beg you not to start a fight with me.
I'm not talking. I paused to let you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so this goes back to Robbie Davidson in 2018 and 19. The fact that it's never been really addressed that we aren't the same. I realized recently that Nathan Thompson has two flyers. He's got the same flyer done twice, one for religious people and one for not. That'll show you the divide that's expected and our inability to conjoin as flat earth with those two camps has cost me, being outside of both, the ability to have this we or unity that I've always looked for. I've always looked for the group called Flat Earth to be something I could rely upon. That they had done their research, that they had done their best, that they've been doing their best. Listen, forget Flat Earth. I would assume anyone that's worth a fuck had done their best. And I'm just going to say that Eric didn't, Globebusters didn't, Jeran's admitting he didn't, Mark doesn't, Weiss doesn't care. Weiss says he doesn't care. So what do we got? We got the West Coast people that did the fucking salt and sea shit, the lies in the media. What else? Nothing. So it's a weak argument we have these days. We
Can
better
I
fucking please.
can I speak to my truth? I
Not
want to
you.
speak to my
No,
truth.
no, you're biased to a fault, therefore barely welcome.
You all are.
All right, I get it, but
Everybody's
we're
biased.
talking about
Everybody's
that.
biased, right?
But we're talking about that. So
Yeah.
you
So
introducing a slant isn't going to help in the conversation.
hmm,
Trying
hmm.
to sort out what to do with flat Earth energy now. Do you really think we give a fuck what you are going to do? You're
Um,
retired, remember? Retire from this too. Do us all a favor.
Brenda, he's just talking to some FE people about his what he thinks.
yeah, I know what his position, his feelings are about this. I've heard
Yeah,
him
but
say it
we
before.
want to like
Another,
let him speak to his bros. You know what I'm saying?
but he paused for like 5 seconds.
We'll just let him speak to his
Well,
bros
do you
first.
have a question or are you going to tell me about you? Because I don't care about
Hmm.
you.
I thought all people of different stripes in here could speak to their own personal truths, right? I thought I could do that.
I thought that people tend to be nice and not push themselves on others. And when Dan and the whole server told you to back off just for a second, you could do that.
We
I
know
saw
what
it
you
was about
want to do. We know why you're here. We know what you want to do. You're very clear about it. And Issa was kind enough to let you have something to say if you have something to say. But I promise you, given the floor, you're going to take the same path that you always do. And you like to ridicule and put
no, no,
down
no.
flat
Brenda
earthers.
just likes to debate, and that's okay. Can we continue, Dan, so she can jump in when
There's
it's her time?
nothing to continue. I'd love to be welcome here. I'd love to talk honestly. I'd love to be welcomed here. But
No, but
if
you were saying something before Brenda jumped in. Can we continue that?
I don't know what I'm saying.
We were talking about
Can I can I
They're
tell
talking.
you?
He was talking
Talking
about the
about
division,
talking about being emotionally invested in a bunch of other YouTube guys think.
and the division between the religious flat earthers and the more non-religious flat earthers.
oh yes, thank you.
Does that really interest you?
See, see. Oh, no, I just summarized it for you. That's all. See, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, Dan, you said there was a the religious versus the and then you said the religious seems to have one, and what else?
Well, because they can keep making shit up, and the flat earthers have peeled off. We got to be real. How many people have really peeled off, gone away, and given up dealing with flat Earth bullshit? And
Yeah,
it's
just
not.
because Yahweh has fooled the masses there. Forgive me. how do you
So
how do they say it actually?
Yahweh.
Yeah, I know, but there's like the other one that's like the Yash or
Oh,
I don't know. What's the other one?
Yeshua.
Yeah, Yahshua, and they won't say Jesus because Jay didn't exist, and it's like, and then the fucking, the Shroud of Turin, and fucking, yeah, man, I'm with you on all that shit, but like, it's, hold on,
Actually, I'm pretty certain that Jesus did exist. He was a person.
Neato.
Yeah, don't
Now we
believe the
know. Now
dumb
we know more about what you think. Great.
don't believe the dumb atheists who tell you Jesus isn't just a myth. He's not. He was a person about whom myths were created.